is the lock-in. So, Yehu going to be playing the Jace. Jace in Italy, a lot of damage, a lot of poke as well. When you pair that with the Corki as well, I mean, it's not necessarily the same vibe as well for this Tristana. Taming the dragons.
Yeah, looking for an angle. I don't think that'll do enough.
Nah, oh, Grubs are starting to go down. We could get some dots onto that turret, but it's not quite there yet. And it's been a while. Dread was the last one to play it, actually, on Nongshim a couple of years ago.
Could be in real trouble here.
Well, he's going to try and catch this wave. There it is. There's the flash forward. He could not react in time, and first blood goes to the Lord.
So well.
DRX do hold control.
Yeah, Dragon up to 30 seconds, so I think the move from Bro, you can see they pushed mid in, could maybe move down towards that bot lane and just grab the Dragon on spawn and secure that.
So far, Bro looking pretty cool, calm, and collected.
Proactive is exactly what they're being right now. DRX being the ones to start the Dragon. I'm looking for some proactivity.
Well, Teddy's going to try and turn this one on to Samba. It was looking okay for the Bro AD carry for a little while, but it didn't quite work out. As speaking of not working out, Sponge going to get flashed away from. So therefore, no more Samba's flash as, okay, here we go. Pleta getting closed in on. He survives for so incredibly long. As now Teddy trying to get some work done here. Somehow, the Nautilus makes it out to safety. Managed to get themselves a couple of dragons. 3 minutes on the next one. As Hook, max range here from Polu, finds the combo. And Killer Instinct is exactly that. That is some momentum.
You know, I feel like something we've seen quite a bit so far this season is Vi, Talia be really CC.
Yeah.
That's the combo. That's all you need.
Well, we got a teleport coming in towards this bottom side of the map, and everyone is closing it. Dionid and DRX, this is sole point. Bro probably want to fight for this one, but it's down to 50% and they haven't pulled the trigger just yet. Morgan now making his way over. Dominus at the ready has been popped. There's the combo! Thrown into the blender as Rascal. It is going to be sole point, but can DRX make it out? The answer is yes, because they've already managed to kill Karis, and Morgan is just lumbering towards them. Sponge trying to make his way out. He's not going to be able to do so, but the rest of DRX pounce on the straggler. Can't even really fault it. It's kind of the right idea, especially against Karis and Samba, although Samba, a little bit of magic damage in the build. Now Polu just getting some vision down. Crashdown is going to be what he receives, though. A Seismic Shove doesn't quite do too much, as both of the supports will be taken out. Karis trying to land some shots. To hyper commit towards this one. As Teddy taking a little bit of damage from the poke. There's the hook, the Seismic Shove, and the tank is just eliminated. Polu taken down in an instant as well. Don't know about that one, as they do have at least a 4v4 on their hands. But I think the Cassante was a little bit more value. And now Morgan, no Dominus this time. Sponge looking for hooks, looking for a steal. Remember, this is still huge. If they're able to get in there, there is the engage from Pleta, but the dive forward from Morgan. He gets it, he steals it! Oh, it looks so close to perfectly played from Bro, but it doesn't work out. Samba's still going to be able to execute the Corki.
Look, that utilize it so well, and DRX are not done. They're coming over to contest.
They're looking to try and get it. Nah, this is not long. Yeah,
it's down a whole item compared to Talia.
And it's a pretty good item, too.
And Nidalee is not very, you think, this is Teddy in a nutshell, you know?
Yeah.
Can he just get enough farm, be enough of a threat? Can he carry? Right now, he's gone for the rapid fire cannons, has that ranged auto, but doesn't have the Infinity Edge, and unlikely to have it before the Elder, which is a bit of a hit.
It's kind of crazy that nothing has changed since like 2017. The Teddy teams, the question is always, can Teddy carry?
Yeah.
Zika. All right, Rascal gonna face check. There's the hook. Once again, it's the Seismic Shove, but this time only down to 50%. Karis also suffering a very similar fate as Polu, down very low also. Some heals starting to come in now as a hook once again. Polu doesn't exactly have the friends that are quite there, but still it's a beautiful use of the Seismic Shove from Youngjae. Polu ready once again with another hook. All right, Rascal dashing towards the Merc Wolves.
I feel like DRX have the edge here. They're 9,000 gold down, and I feel like they have the edge here.
Yeah, and it's the poke. It's the fact that they cannot get in there, and you know Renekton's so incredibly kiteable just in general. Morgan just can't seem to really find an angle.
Oh, there he's...
And now Polu, he's in once again. Morgan once again slowed down. He flashes though. That's going to get him on top. But they deny the kill. He's down to his GA. Rascal finally is dead. Pleta taken out as well. And Yehu thrown into the blender. That is going to be it as Bro find their team fight. And Karis with the buster shot will secure the ace.
They managed to come through. The gold lead was too much to overcome. They get a solid
0, 11, 100% kill contribution from YoungJ.
Yeah.
The best loan I have ever seen. The interest rate, absolutely absurd.
Phenomenal. Like, this is the best loan we've ever seen in the LCK.
That is a savings bank right there. Thank you so much, OK Bro, for showing us how a loan is supposed to work. It makes so much sense. They're going to take down the Nexus turrets, and despite there being a Hextech Soul on the enemy team, that does not stop your Nexus from giving 50 gold to Bro.
DRX.
Ooh dear.
We have not seen that for a fair bit.
Last time we saw it, it also made us feel a bit sad.
But I will say, pretty solid in terms of like...
And we also have a slightly different bottom lane here as well. As YoungJ going to find Sponge. This little trap is very cute. Crashdown comes in as Morgan in so much trouble, and he's got Ghost. He doesn't have Flash. He can't get out. That is first.
And Sponge is getting a good AoE down. Already has the Faded Ashes, so doing good damage to the Grubs. Should be getting all 3 of those.
Yep, gets all of those, but the Dragon is now going to
which is pretty high value against Talia Quay, but Corki is a very even, new Corki ult.
Trying to clear the wave as best he can. Polo moving on over. Spear connects onto Pleta, but he is looking for an engage angle. They do find the chain CC onto Polo, who will have to flash to get himself out of the way. There's the ulti, tanked by Karis as Polo is going to get taken down. A B.
Block you, and then like after 2 shots, he's like, nah, bro, you're on your own.
Yeah. And even then, probably wouldn't have saved him, but it was still sad.
Yeah,
as
tragic.
we saw it.
Rest in peace, Polo.
Indeed. Oh, man.
Yeah, we can see gold-wise.
Well, you know what our feedback was for Bro? They didn't take enough dragons.
And if DRX stay at range, they're definitely favored. It's not poke Corki anymore. It's I have to actually auto-attack Corki.
The DRX can get themselves down there, especially if Morgan gets picked off right here. He is pretty tricksy. Doesn't have Flash, though, as we knew from the earlier First Blood, but he can run pretty fast. And Pleta unable to actually find the Magnet Storm at all, and therefore Morgan will be absolutely fine. So Bro, able to weather that part of the storm, and it is just going to be this outer turret taken down. It might be Soul Point traded for a whole lot of money from these structures on the top side of the map. It does work out as now Polo has moved his way in here, but this inner is not long for the world. That will be taken out. So Bro be that tank for the team. The threaded volleys starting to hurt though, as the Drake going down low. Pleta moving in, Frog precasts the Dominus, finds Samba here, who has to flash and cleanse to get out of the way of this one. Pleta keeping the Dragon concerned, but he might actually have to get out of there. You can see Morgan just trying to coax him over the wall, and the curtain call is now going to be fired through. Teddy just free hitting his Frog, keeps the vision alive, but he goes down so incredibly low. This Dragon is just ignored. It is so confusing that it's standing there right in the middle, but Bro, they will be able to get that Soul Point in the end. What a... So much vision available. Pleta knows exactly what's going on here. Yahoo actually closing in as well, as Polo in an unfortunate position. The rest of DRX are closing in. Polo doesn't have his flash available either, but the arrow is going to connect onto Teddy. It doesn't matter. Still
opening up.
Curtain going to be called here. Is Samba going to have to try and sidestep that one? Morgan just going to boop him. There it is. Was it a bait? It wasn't, because Morgan runs real quick and gets himself out of there. Magnet Storm going to be invested though. Okay, never mind. They have a lot of long-range damage. Morgan has some shielding, has some running, but he is eventually going to go down. Lead in this game. It's now ticking up just over 2,000.
Yeah, they managed to pick up this bot tower as well. Not nearly as substantial.
Yeah, gonna have to walk really far away from this outer turret. That is going to be taken down. That is
immediately go towards the Baron and try and drag them away.
Yeah. Unless YoungJ just gets caught out. He's trying to dash out of this one, but there was no way.
Taking down Nidalee means no smite, but it's such a risk, and it could give over Soul to the enemy team if you did do it. Instead, they're going to take this tier 2 mid, and then they're going to back off and pick up the Dragon.
Yeah, really cute. Able to grab this one here. Polo looking well. And YoungJ is pouncing on in here. Morgan gets full information as to what's going on, but the smite is going to ring true. Yeah, that will be DRX locking that one down.
And now
they're not able to get towards the Baron.
Yep, they've dragged them over here. You know, the Dragon was a little slow, but they bring them over to contest.
Arrow. Oh, no! Actually flashes into the arrow, and now Polo finds it, but he's so far forward! Samba can't get in there, and Polo, unfortunately, just goes a little too...
But you don't know by how much.
Yep. And he's got his own shield that he can put on as well, so it's even more confusing. Well, now he's going to get shoved back, and now he's taking real damage. Spiraling Despair going to come on through there. He is still able to survive for a really long time, just sidesteps, but it then explodes. And Bro now have to deal with these curtains that are being called by Teddy, and you can see Sponge getting on in there. This is possibly an over-aggression, but yeah, who's able to take down Polu? Bro with the left, the three of them that are remaining are just gonna get magnetized together by a Pleta that really wants some revenge, and that is just the ace. It's the wipe, and Bro can't get a kill this game, and I think it's over.
I think that might just be game here, and beautiful, the Q flash from Pleta there to predict their flashes. DRX, the composition works, they managed to find Bro, catch them out. Morgan isn't tanky enough, and honestly, just a great performance, a great bounce back. And the lesson here, don't pick Nidalee.
Don't pick Nidalee and pick Taliyah. And Bro knew that. They wrote the script. They're the ones that won with it. And then they decide that they'll give it over to DRX, and DRX show them that they can definitely...
With the Kai'Sa, the Leona matchup is tricky. If you get in melee range with Leona, she does kind of mangle you, but when she Zenith Blades, you can actually Q her, and it separates you and puts you at a distance far enough apart that she can't stun you.
I feel like there's a bit more variation now, maybe?
Well, the thing is as well, you'll think like, okay, so let's say we get
down some more grubs here, managed to get 6 in game number 2, and is looking to try and replicate that here in game 3. DRX with a slight gold advantage, but nothing really to write home about. But they also have the first dragon, and often you do have to sacrifice some tempo in order to do that. This time they're able to take that, and they're able to take a Sponge. Okay, not sure about that one, Karis, as he's now looking for the Buster Shot. They are able to get in there. Oh, it almost kind of works. It's a 1-for-1 as Pleta flashes forward to get some knockups, and now Teddy dives in with the killer instinct. It's a double kill for the Corki. Polu gonna get hooked back. Yehu has no mana, but he does have the ability to auto-attack, and that is what's helping out so far. Envy presses the barrier button, but look at this. Look at the amount of auto-attacking that's happening here. He cancels one of them. That is not exactly what you want. And now a curtain has been called. Teddy almost just in lethal range there, as you can see. Envy looking for the opportunity, but doesn't.
And finish him off.
Yeah, also managed to get Fleet, I think, on that last auto as Polu's dead. And now Yehu is on a killing spree.
You know what? Whether it's Vi or it's Nautilus, them and Taliyah just works.
Yeah.
It just works.
And what doesn't work so far is Polu's ability to stay alive on Leona so far this series.
And you know, it's one of these things where, like, you know how sometimes stuff works, like, and then a big damage combo to follow up.
But I feel like no one would want to play the Taliyah because its name isn't like Yasuo or Yone.
That's true.
So it's a little bit harder to get that one to work out. Oh, you know, I don't know whether
Oh, and a TP's coming in. They're going.
Yep, we're looking for it. As there it is, bowling ball comes out. Doesn't really find too much there. A seismic shove also not going to find the mark, and there goes Sponge. Pleta going to get pulled back as Teddy, what was that? Dives into the backline, finds the pickoff onto Polu, as now Frog trying to get out of there, but Teddy not going to be so lucky. And it's mid laners that are eating well tonight. Or they could give it up. They do have the first couple of Drakes, but it's a Hex Tech. It is high value, as they know, even though they couldn't win. That's the double shove that they were looking for. Still taking a while to get the kills, but finally Polu does go down. All out onto Frog, though, brings him towards this dragon, as Morgan will be the one taking out Frog. So close to death, but will be able to survive. And Envy, nothing he can do to stop this one. That is
a couple of components. Teddy's completed his first 2. Who's completed his first 2?
They have to win this team fight.
All summoners up right now. Everything available. All comes down to this.
Yeah, Pleta is going in. Morgan getting thrown around like a ragdoll and then just eviscerated. Look at this. The Crocodile slice and dice and getting the heck out of there. And now Bro are trying to do the same thing, but Teddy says absolutely not. That's the triple kill. And they say, we do not need...
The setup was good. They burned through that Cassante. Morgan didn't get to play the game, and they are rewarded massively for it.
It's ridiculous. Yep. I did assume you meant Kai'Sa W there, and as you can see, it's also going to slow. It's on a more tanky version of the Lilia, and yeah, you can see that it hasn't really been as effective here for Young Jay. Even if it was able to get a little bit done in the early stages, Bro now certainly find their backs to the wall. As, all right, Polu misses absolutely everything, and now we've got a base gate coming in. Morgan trying to find that opportunity, dashes forward, gets the all-out onto Frog, but Frog says, I don't mind if I do, as he dashes around. Once again, sacrifices his health bar, but once again, it is more kills to Teddy. And DRX are looking to break open the base.
Yeah, they try and make an engage happen. It doesn't really work out. A good flash from Sponge. And then immediately Pleta hunts down Envy. The follow-ups, oh, you can see Karis looking for the play.
Pleta, what's that? He's like Hex flashing in so that he can potentially also take the base gate because it's fun.
They're having a good time.
Yeah, they certainly are. As the inhibitor going to go down, mid inhibitor turret also going to fall. Don't know whether they're going to stick possible. Oh my god! And with the amount of poke that they also have, really, really silly. So this inner turret certainly not something that's defendable. Of course, miracles can happen. They are possible. But I don't know whether one is happening today.
Tower taken.
Yep. And Pleta going to Hex Flash over the top of it. That is going to be the guarantee, though, on another inhibitor. And despite the dredge line not landing, it does not matter. As DRX just need to follow these super minions as they head towards the bro base.
And now you're trapped under your Nexus towers. Every time a minion gets hit, everyone's getting slowed.
Yep. And now we're probably going to start seeing Bro start petitioning for best of ones because DRX, after losing the first game, coming back in back-to-back games afterwards, just really proving that not only are the drafts looking cleaner, but their tenacity on the Rift looking fantastic. As I say that, Sponge is just going to get tidied up.
Once they've got Baron, it's going to become even harder, and they can just play for... Oh, no.
Yeah, and now Young Jake going to have to break his arm guard here as the Weaver's Wall comes in, and that should be the last one. Kill goes over to Teddy, because of course it does, and Frog keeps the Baron busy. They'll move back towards it. That should be the guarantee, of course. Just kill the jungler, and then take the Baron. Elder, and then you go.
Oh, but no, but then Baron.
But then Baron's coming back up again.
Baron again.
So, yeah. And then you have to kill the inhibitors again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or you can just win the game right now, which is what they're looking at. Yeah. Curtain call coming on through, and Frog walks menacingly towards Envy, and Envy says, okay, sorry. And Morgan is just getting incidentally killed by DRX. The Nexus is just going to fall down. That is the triumphant Corki dying on the fountain, but it does not matter. Huge grin.